There's been an improvement over the past 4 or 5 weeks by Manchester United. Played some good football. No problem with that whatsoever. They're in a good position in the league. They got to a semi-final. Not good enough, but they got to a semi-final and they're in a great position in the league.
And it isn't just one bad result. There's been a number of bad results this season. And OK, there has been an improvement and they are looking in a really good shape in the Premier League. We look at the Premier League table. Joint top. Are they still joint top? Manchester United? No, they're second in the table. Do you honestly think, would you confidently back Man United to win the Premier League title this season? That's one question you can answer. And it's not just one bad result for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. It's now 4 semi-finals and 4 defeats. So there's a pattern developing there. And I was most concerned last night. Sometimes you just get beat by the better side. And 2 things really concerned me last night with Manchester United. It was a nothing performance. There was nothing there. There was no identity to their play whatsoever. And afterwards, he came out, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and was praising Manchester City a lot, saying how good they were, one of the best sides in England, blah, blah, blah. Now, David Moyes did this, and he was hounded out of the job at the end of the season. So how come it's OK for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to say it? Whether it's true or not is irrelevant. Absolutely irrelevant. Manchester United, as a club, said a few years ago they do not, all the fan base said they do not stand for any Man United manager saying Manchester City are better than them. That cannot happen. Whether it's true or not is irrelevant. That cannot happen. Yet Ole Gunnar Solskjaer says it and all the fans go quiet. Why is that? Why is he allowed to get away with it but David Moyes wasn't? More importantly than that, because that's all superficial fluff really, more importantly, it was a nothing performance. And I'm going to point you in the direction of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's substitutions, which told me last night there's a massive improvement needed from him. Either he needs to change massively or Man United need to change direction in terms of their management. He waited 25 minutes after going a goal down before bringing Greenwood on for McTominay. In the 75th minute that was. 75 minutes had gone before he made a change. And that was 25 minutes after they went 1 down. And then a full 5 minutes after Man City got their second, he brought on Van der Beek in the 88th minute. Now, what's he said to Donny Van der Beek as he's getting his top off and getting ready to go out there? Go on and score me a hat-trick in 2 minutes. Absolutely
well, there's
bizarre.
your bonus, yeah, mate. I'll look after you. There's your bonus. Go on for 2 minutes and
Incredible.
Get your bonus. Well, that's what that comes down to. There's a couple of questions. The Van der Beek signing, I don't know what you think, Aid. I just think it's the uncertainty around Paul Pogba, right, who is one of those players who you would expect to be playing in a Premier League winning side, right? Yep. Pogba is a quality player. I know Manchester United fans are going to come on here and say he's been rubbish for us, but he's got quality, right? He's got quality. I know it's not been perfect at Manchester United, but there's quality and you'd expect him to be in a team that are winning titles, right? The uncertainty around him and thinking that he might be sold before the window shut was the signing. That's right, the sign Van der Beek. Mm-hmm. Because it has to be that. Because there's no way, he said, he's got to settle into Premier League football. He started 2 games in the Premier League this season for Manchester United. 35 million quid to start 2 games.
Amazing.
And McTominay and Fred, good players. Good players. But just compare them to Manchester City's midfield. Not in the same, do you know what I mean? Not in the same map. Not absolutely miles off. Miles off. But they'll come on here and tell me how good they are. They will do. I'm not here to slag off Manchester United. Manchester United are a team I grew up with, winning title after title with one of the greatest managers ever been, Sir Alex Ferguson, and the standards were high. I just don't think they're at that at this moment in time. McTominay, they should be players that are coming off the bench for Manchester United. Young players who come through, McTominay, coming off the bench, you know what I mean, for 5 minutes, 10 minutes at the end of a game, right? Building up game time. But people like Van der Beek surely should be playing. They've got too many players now who are all in front of him. Matic has played a lot more games this season than Van der Beek. I'm amazed by it. Amazed.
Somebody please answer that, because it is a conundrum. Nobody really gets it with Van der Beek. And it's coming up to the year anniversary since Bruno Fernandes was signed. So at that time, if you remember back then, around about now, a year ago, A lot of Man United fans were very unhappy with Ed Woodward. They went round to his house. Some United fans, they caused all sorts of bother at his house, which was massively out of order. Bruno Fernandes signs, and they've got themselves a superstar, no question about it.
Well, they still rely on him. When he doesn't deliver for Manchester United, they don't look the same team. We've said that. I think that's quite obvious to a lot. Surely Manchester United fans can be honest, mate, for a little bit.
It's a great point.
They rely on him. If he doesn't turn up, Manchester United don't turn up. That's what it's all about.
It's a fantastic point because it's simple management at the moment. Put Bruno Fernandes in the team and you've got a good chance of winning the game. Now, there's nothing special going on there, tactically, coaching-wise. Last night was a real test for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer because all Pep Guardiola had to do was put an ageing midfielder in Fernandinho into the team and it nullified Bruno Fernandes. So what did Ole Gunnar Solskjaer have mid-game to counter that? Anybody? Did anybody spot anything? Because if you did, then I'd love to hear about it.